tonight at 7:30. Join us for the 7 key mistakes traders make, wealth builders in crypto particularly, and the 3 great gifts that you can get, as well as a serious and final offer for our run through to January 2019 as a member of our community, and on board our new systems that are coming. But I want to talk to you about Bitcoin or cryptos more broadly. Cryptos. Wow. So what you really want to remember is there's certain people you do not want to listen to, or you actually want to listen to and do the exact inverse. Think of it in a Masonic way. Like Theresa May said, Brexit equals Brexit, and then shows no interest in concluding a negotiation and wants indefinite transition. In the same way, key control structure economists, aka outriders for the control structure, usually awarded Nobel laureates. In other words, they get bought credibility by the fake prize that is the Nobel Prize for economics. That's right. Stigilitz has one, and I'll leave you to think of one other key person before coming back at you with him. Stigilitz, Joe the Soap Stigilitz, I call him, because he's a complete washout, and I can tell you why. So in November, we heard from Joseph Stigilitz last year, a prize-winning economist, no less, as you know. It ought to be outlawed. This is his comment on Bitcoin or cryptos broadly. It ought to be outlawed. It doesn't serve any socially useful function. It ought to be outlawed. It doesn't serve any socially useful function. And then on top of that, he then added, only just a little bit contradictory, Bitcoin is successful only because of its potential for circumvention and a lack of oversight. So let's just recap that. Bitcoin is successful only because of its potential for circumvention. In other words, circumvention, getting around, aka our broken, smashed, shattered, over indebted, busted, waiting to fall through its own backside into the floor financial system. Wow, how useful could that be? Let me think for a while. Got to scratch my head. Bitcoin is successful because it will circumvent that same smashed, broken financial system, or it threatens to possibly do so. Just the chance is something worth considering incredibly valuable. And lack of oversight. I wonder who these overseers might be. Overseers. It wouldn't perhaps be regulators, government, IMF, World Economic Forum type setups. Those kind of regulators, those kind of forces that it is escaping the oversight of. Gee, can't see any value there either. Wow. Well, thanks, Joe. That's the best endorsement we could possibly hope to get, as well as being contradictory nonsense. Joe the Soap weighing in there and telling you exactly how you need to play it. Ignore him and do the exact opposite. Then I come to my favorite control structure economist. This guy takes the biscuit. Here is his. Now, when I heard Joe's take on Bitcoin that was recently put in front of me in a newsletter that I subscribe to, I thought, one data point is one data point. But let me go straight to this guy because they are one of the same kind. They control structure economists. They're the outriders for the control structure, and anything they say will represent the control structure's best interests. So I typed in this little known name that you might have heard of, the Honorable Paul War is Awesome Krugman, and I found the first article that came up will shock you nonetheless, or maybe it won't, I don't know, it depends on you. Bitcoin is evil. This was December the 28th, 2013 he wrote this. So he hasn't clearly done that much coverage on it generally, but Bitcoin is evil. And this is our friend Paul Krugman. So when you are contemplating who to listen to and who to ignore, remember, apply their own Masonic, Talmudic inverted is truth code, kind of like the Google, the CIA tech division saying do no evil equals do evil. Bitcoin is evil means Bitcoin is good. And this is the conscience of a liver, Paul Krugman, talking about Bitcoin being evil. So here's two people that absolutely do not have members of the public's interests at heart and work for the control structure imminently, have been awarded status by virtue of the control structure by one of the most politically compromised prize awarding systems that is out there, aka the Swedish Nobel Prize. And you shall know therefore who to listen to and who not to listen to. And when you start applying this law and knowing and tagging and marking who the control structure actors are, it's very, very easy to see the consistencies in message. And you'll get this confirmed over and over again. Not being involved in crypto is foolish. Not being involved in crypto is foolish. One more time. What they want you to do, stay away from it, it's evil, is what you should run towards. And everything they applaud and say will be fabulous, aka UBI, for example, like universal basic income, which is communism and welfare state by virtue of another name, is just to be run away from. So there you go. So keep an eye out, tag these guys as people to watch for and listen to, and always contemplate that they are telling you their diametrically opposed opposite to exactly what you should be doing. And with that, again, tonight at 19:30, so I'm using military clock, that is 7:30 for most people, GMT time, our webinar for learning to avoid the 7 big mistakes, the landmines you stand on as a trader, and also to take hold and grasp and fully utilize the 3 great gifts you have in your trading, with an offer to become part of our crypto trading community. We also have a strong FX and equity holding too now. You can become part of that. There will be an offer made tonight as well if you want to do that. How do you go? You go to themarketsniper.com. You hit the get started button, you fill out a form to make sure it's for you. It's not for everyone. Please don't do it if it doesn't feel right, or if you're scared of highly volatile markets, etc., or you don't believe in the principles that we generally espouse here and you don't feel aligned. We're probably not for you. If you do, then feel free to, and you'll see us later tonight. Look forward to that, and keep watching out for Krugman and Joe the Soap. I can tell you they'll be telling you everything you shouldn't be doing.